Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my channel. This is the Droopy Sack Squad. So we're gonna dive right into it. This is battle number 1. So I spawn in with my Kuniha with Orkins just to, it's my speediest bot, but it's also fragile, so that's one downside of the bot. I like to get it out in the beginning and try to get as many beacons as I can, so I just kinda like to run that first at the start of every battle, and then I'm just kind of shooting my Orkins at Droopy like, hey bud. So I make my way to the right here. I capped I guess you could say our spawn beacon, because it's the beacon closest to our spawn. Then I head over to the right, which is further away, and I get this beacon and I see the opposing team making their way towards us. So I fire my Orkins at this Hache to weaken down his shield, and I manage to get the beacon, but now have two big threats. So I dash over to the right to try to kind of mess up his fire and get a few good hits on him, but he has 3 Orkins versus the power of 2 and an energy shield, so I'm pretty much in a bad position. Luckily, one of my teammates here helps me out, so he's able to take out the Hache for me, and I just kind of load up on Orkins and see whoever I can hit who's spawning in by center beacon. So I see this Inquisitor with Ember Terrans, and I know that's a very deadly build, so I kind of keep my distance from him, kind of just be careful, and I know I'm going to get taken out soon, so I just fire and I get taken out here. Next spot up is my Plasma Griffin, so I get right into it, and I see a Stalker back there. I take him out. And then I see another guy jump up near center, and I jump as well and get some few hits on him. And then it's just hectic. It's like everybody's jumping from everywhere. I see an Inquisitor. I can't get my words out, so I just focused out on him. And as you can see, he's really catching up on damage versus my Plasma Griffin. He was roasting me up, and I'm down to pretty low HP. I go near my boy Droopy Sack here. I just kind of jump up, but that was a very dumb mistake there because there's no reason to jump up. I could have been more patient because there were Ancelots there, so that didn't help. So I get my Death Button Griffin out and knock down this Ancelot shield. Droopy Sack helps out too with the shield, and we get a ton of damage on him together with teamwork. And there's this other Hache with us who's helping out as well. We're just kind of keeping these 2 Ancelots busy, pushing them back, because if they move on in, they'll get our beacon. So we just have to push them back and take them out to the best of our abilities. So I'm loaded up, and I release my Orkins once more. And obviously, they're low on HP, and we take out one of the Ancelots. The second one should be a bit worried, because it's 3v1 essentially, unless he gets some players to spawn as backup, which he does. So I see this Griffin jump up. I get ton of damage in on him, but I'm not able to take him out. So basically it's just a party at center. The whole all the reds are roughly around center beacon, so there's like six of them, and we're just trying to thin them out one by one because they're in a general area, and they're just spawning in like crazy, and I get taken out at this point. But I get on my Orkins because there's a lot of unshielded bots with no energy shields, so the splash would do significant damage to bots without an energy shield. So I just get that out, and then this Hache sneaks up and manages to just get our beacon. So that was kind of a risky mistake because that's essentially our spawn beacon, and they have 4 beacons on us, so we have a lot of pressure. They have a lot of pressure on us, so we need to go ahead and get that beacon back before we lose it, because that'll be bad. So I get inside this Hache, or at least I attempt to, but he manages to dash back, and we were able to take him out. I dash back again because I want to make sure no one spawns near that beacon, and obviously here an Ancelot, or not an Ancelot, a Lancelot with Thunder Terran spawns in, so that puts me in a bad place. He spawned in pretty far from our spawn beacon. That was actually a pretty far radius. You would have thought that was the spawn location for the other beacon, which I'm closest to. And at this point, I'm just firing with one Orkin. Pretty pointless. Better ditch. I'm down to my last spots. Not even halfway through the match in terms of time. See a Galahad, so that's obviously gonna be my worst nightmare because I have to take down his physical shield, and he has the upper advantage over me in terms of doing the damage. Well, I could do more damage, but he has a shield to protect from a lot of it. So I'm just kind of trying to get whoever I can. Then I go after this Galahad, and his shield's gonna get busted up pretty bad. His shield breaks, and I take him out. Boom. Just like that. The one risky mistake I made was I did not see that Bulgasari with that shock trade, so that kind of tripped me over. And I got hit pretty bad. And this is my last spot, so I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna get taken out very soon. I should have played more conservatively with my last spot, because, well, it's the last thing I have in my hangar. But surprisingly, I actually managed to survive for quite a bit. I'm still alive. This RDV has no chance of getting through my energy shield, considering how slow Columbus and the pins fire. They don't do much damage. So I'm actually kind of the lucky duck here. I'm barely alive. It's my last spot. I managed to go towards center beacon. I managed to capture it. And it's just kind of crazy. I just stick around center for like the majority of the rest of the match. As you'll see in the footage, it's just crazy because I thought I was going to get taken out, but I made myself useful even though I was pretty busted up. Had a full energy shield, very low HP, only 2 weapons, but I managed to make myself useful and get that beacon rather than just give up. And that definitely helped out towards putting pressure on the other team. Even though our beacon bar is very low, we had 3 beacons, we had the advantage. We're potentially getting a 4th here. One of our players is trying to make an attempt. Droopy Sack is with me too, because we're just trying to hold the center beacon down. Like, we cannot let them get it. That would be terrible. So we just have to hold these beacons down. But we see someone going for A, which is our spawn, near our spawn beacon. So that's kind of not good news. But I just stick here, because the moment I leave and try to go after that player, there's already a player under me. If I leave from within the range of that beacon, he'll take that beacon, and that won't be that good. And then Droopy Sack, while he's still there, he wouldn't have, you know, he'd be by himself, so I'd have to, I'm staying here with my energy shield in general range just to see if I can support him. But he heads off to the right. I'm still staying at center just to hold down a beacon. At some point, I know at this one I'm just camping, but I have to get moving soon, and I realize there's no one within the center beacon area, so I make my decision to dash towards the left here. But it's kind of a late decision because they have 4 beacons on us, and this game is pretty much over. So GG, that's battle number 1 with the one and only Droopy Sack. So those are the stats for this battle, and here's battle number 2. Alrighty, we are in Valley Map, or on Valley Map, I should say, not in the map, but here we are in battle number 2, and I'm running my same hangar as usual, and apologies about the volume there. I was just trying to, I accidentally hit the volume button there, so that looks kind of unprofessional. But anyway, back to the gameplay. I head over to the right, closest beacon to me, get that Camille out. You might think it's just a beacon runner, but it can be deadly as a brawler, because 2 medium weapon slots can be quite a bit of punishment. It's effective at knocking down an energy shield almost perfectly, and if you can get inside an Ancelot, you can take out an Ancelot with the Camille. So that's another thing that I like about the bot. Speedy. Although it's fragile, it has really good firepower for a bot that's that speedy. So I see the Griffin coming by towards center, so we take him out. Boom, just like that. I'm just looking around, scanning the battlefield to see who we have. I see this, speaking of Ancelots, I actually see this Ancelot right here. I was thinking about going inside of the shield, but I'm just scanning the battlefield to see who's where. So what I do is, well, there we go. I go inside a shield just to show you as an example and see how much damage I did to him. I was able to almost sufficiently take him out with the very slight help of another teammate, but for the most part I was able to almost take him out by myself, which is pretty impressive. So I'm just kind of looking around, and then I see this Death Bun over here with Aphids, so I just kind of stick to cover, see what damage I could get onto him. I was thinking about capping the beacon, hoping he wouldn't notice, but that didn't end up working, so I got taken out here. So I spawn near Droopy Sack. I see his hot chick coming by, get my Death Bun now, and just fire all the rockets. She's like, fire! And I was able to take him out. Boom. I'm getting all the booms from Lottie Rose's channel. I love saying boom now too. It's really funny. So I'm just kind of, again, as usual, I like to play cautiously and I play aggressively when needed. so I'm just scanning the battlefield, and it's just like hectic. I'm just trying to fire at that one target back there, and I can't see a thing with all the smoke from the rockets, so I'm like just firing randomly at random targets. I don't know what I'm doing. But I see this one player going towards a beacon. I just jump at him and try to take this Kumiho out. And we were just able to save the beacon, and I get taken out. However, some of my teammates are defending. I spawn in there, get my Hachi out, but you know, that wasn't necessary as he was taken out, and I just go after another target here. Not sure what this player is in, but I do hurt him pretty bad, and the shock train's definitely from the other player also hurt him pretty bad and did its job, so that's also good for us. So I was a Griffin, so we were able to take him out. And I see this other player jumping to the left. I'm just like, man, he's knocking down my shield pretty fast. He must have some high level weaponry. I do have max level orphans on one of my Hachis, but he felt like he had Mark II orphans because of how easily he was knocking down my shield. And not just easily, but how quickly he was knocking down my shield. So I was able to withstand that. I was a bit worried, but I managed to withstand it. And I get this player right here. And then I see this Ancelot. This is where I probably should stay in cover more because I don't have enough rockets, but I just move in, play aggressively, and just take him out. And then I see this Carnage, and at this point I know I'm going to get taken out by him. So then I spawn with my Hachi Terrans and try to basically get that Fury Tempest. I don't know how, but he managed to get near a spawn. And you know, I gotta give credit to this player, this Village DS, I think. I gotta give credit to him. So that's basically battle number 2, and that's about it. I hope you enjoyed our squad. Droopy Sack. Until the next video, catch you guys later. Peace out.